Hey guys, this is Paul. I'm one of the essay editors here at All In.
Hi guys, my name is Sharon.
Hi, my name is Keren.
Hey, I'm Chiara. I'm one of the mentors at All In Edu Space.
Today I will be reading one of my friends' essay. We're going to be roasting each other's essays that we wrote decades ago.
I'm not quite sure what year it's from. I'm not sure if he still remembers what year it's from. Let's get into it.
Philly offers fine scenery, greenery, and architectural beauty. It is a city with high appreciation of traditional value. It is a city when one acts locally but thinks globally. I think this is kind of sound like an environmental campaign slogan, but that's okay.
In the mid-1990s, Chinese Indonesians in Indonesia, my mother included, faced ethnic cleansing. My family fled to Australia until the government-sanctioned riots came to an end. Okay, this feels bad because I don't want to roast this. That's like super serious. I was there when this happened. But on the other hand, come on, like you opened with like a sob story. Come on, like how cliche can you get?
Over the years, I also met people who take regular medicines to get their metabolism normal, from cholesterol-lowering drugs to insulin shots, without realization on keeping their diet healthy. Living in Indonesia, people here are constantly faced with a variety of meals that they sometimes trade their own nutrient needs with the goodness in their palate. Yeah, I find that this is actually true. Like, it's so easy for like say my dad to just take cholesterol medicine without really having to worry about his own diet. And like I tell him, like, just eat a salad or something. And he's like, no, but gado-gado is so good. Like, it is a problem that we're facing here. So like, it's a good thing that she mentioned it in her statement, I think.
The development of my interest in English, I must impute either to the blind bairn of Jove or to my nerdy older brother. If you didn't understand that sentence, it's fine, because I don't think that is the normal vocabulary of a 17-year-old. But it is quite a strong opening.
Located in a special city, Penn itself is also unique and exceptional. A richly diverse institution, it has the largest number of international students in the Ivy League. Its student body, diverse and multicultural, but at the same time uniformly strong academically. Its paradoxical nature, diverse but unified, creates the sense of closeness. Okay, I think from this part of the paragraph, the admission officers can see that this candidate do a bit of research, but I think it's not that unique. I mean, the perspective is not that personal, but let's see what's coming next.
Oh, this is good. Like basically after this comes like a series of, very deep questions. Why do politicians and governments behave this way? What are the ethics behind the conduct of war?
Albeit the Western polarized trend of education that happens among my peers, I see that dealing with food requires more than just a simple decision. Is it a problem to study in the West? I do not think so.
So in the morning, while my brother was away at school, I scurried into his bedroom and broke open his prized possession, only to find the leaves of the Forest of Arden grafted with English words, the meaning of which at that time were too elusive for my inexperienced eyes. I have questions. So first of all, are you not going to school? And second of all, are you just like thieving your brother's possessions?
It is a vital aspect because we learn most from interactions among other people. It offers me a great opportunity to always meet interesting people and to learn new things every day about other cultures, ideas, interests, and lifestyles. I want to learn how to toss a frisbee from Americans and how to dance samba from Brazilians. Okay, so this part, I think, I want to say that's a bit of a cliche, as like frisbee and Americans, samba and Brazilians. Maybe later on you can say, I don't know, sushi and Japanese, how to make sushi and from your Japanese colleagues.
All right, let's continue. To me, the most important of Schopenhauer's essays contain an imagined argument between an atheist and a believer. Schopenhauer concluded that one should follow whatever one wants to believe in. This made me question, that's also another very cliche phrase. This made me question, this made me wonder, this made me realize institutionalized belief systems and reflect upon racial and religious discrimination in Indonesia. Reading works from both political theorists and philosophers have helped me understand the nuances of morality and politics. For example, realpolitik, as defined by Machiavelli in The Prince, can sometimes interfere with ethics, and that virtues can easily be ignored in favor of the pursuit of power. Again, like we see like a lot of buzzwords like realpolitik, Machiavelli being, name dropped so casually, but we're not quite sure if, the student actually understands what they were reading about. So, yeah, that's also another staple of, personal statements, back in the past. So if you see that in your essay, careful, okay? You don't want to do that.
However, my interests are not limited to the sciences alone. I enjoy various thought-provoking world affairs, business studies, and languages. Because I did not have the chance to study them in high school, therefore, PEN, which according to the View book, encourages you to combine options from throughout the university and to tailor your studies to fit your interest and professional goals, is perfect for me. Okay, so this is, I think, is a very interesting take on the View book, because I think not a lot of students right now is paying attention to like the university handbook or View book. I think this this really shows that the student is doing her research, like 360-degree from the website, from the PDFs, I think. Maybe for you guys out there, if you want to also incorporate more information, you can extract information from the virtual tours, something like that.
Next, of course, we have a volunteer experience, volunteering in a primary school in Kenya. And we can already hear like the background of Toto's like Africa, playing, has helped me learn a great deal about the value of teamwork. But it also raised some uncomfortable questions about ethics and how those in authority treat the powerless, which is true. Obviously, like this is like a serious issue. But the way like some people write about this, there's usually a lot of drama. Yeah, a lot of I think very trite. Very cliche sayings, right? Helped me learn a great deal, the value of teamwork. So yeah, I would say if you're writing this in 2021, make sure you explain, what the value of teamwork is and, what you've learned a great deal about.
Taiwan is a potential place for me to study, not only because it is thriving in terms of higher education, but also because it serves as one of the melting pots of Asia. Sorry, I had to laugh. That is a cliche indeed. I mean, there are a lot of cultural melting pots, like they happen in every single like major city in the world, Like it doesn't have to be Taiwan.
More than a decade later, what had started because of the impish mischief of a 6-year-old landed me a tutoring job at the ANZA. Becoming a tutor, originally intending to better my grammatical skills, I learned instead how grammar is secondary. Many students came and committed hours of preparation in this Nantucket, all for the sake of the great white whale, success in writing being their revenge. Again, like if you didn't understand that sentence, it's okay. I didn't understand that too. I fully do not know what you're saying here right now, but you said that grammar is secondary. It does show, sort of commitment to your cause, to your major, but I feel like as an admissions officer, someone who's writing this, someone's trying a little too hard.
Because of my school's small size, there is a relatively narrow spectrum of activities available for me. PEN affords a great opportunity for me to participate in organizations to which I formerly had no access. She mentions about she's looking forward to join other clubs or other activities that actually she didn't really specify. I don't know if it's because of the word count or because it's still a diverse interest that she's interested in, but maybe like giving a bit of more specific information at this part might be more interesting.
In an age where disillusionment That's also like a favorite word that a lot of students use. Disillusionment, I'm disillusioned, I'm disenchanted. And frustration run high. I aim to study politics and philosophy so that I may gain an understanding that enables me to be proactive rather than sinking into gloomy apathy. I believe that studying for a degree which requires very high levels of critical thinking and debate can shape not just my tomorrow, but the political landscape in general. Wow, this is such an optimistic paragraph. But we also see a lot of big words being bandied around, being thrown around. Again, like a lot of cliches that we see: proactive, apathy, high levels of critical thinking. Shape. This is so good, right? Critical thinking and debate can shape not just my tomorrow, but the political landscape in general. That word, landscape, like, I want to shape the landscape. Honestly, a little bit overused, don't you think?
It is quite challenging to find a university in Taiwan that offers nutrition courses with a competitive quality and is also conducted in English. I think, in my opinion, you can omit this part of the personal statement because there are plenty of universities that offer competitive courses and also courses in English as well. I'm sure that not only TMU exists.
Then I understood what my supervisor had really meant. More than just compounds of sentences governed by certain mechanical rules and agreed meanings, English is about making connections with other people. It is about our experience and emotion as human beings. When all sorts of form and decorum are stripped away from our lives, when grammar crumbles, what we are left with is simply life in its most significant essence. English, or language, becomes all at once a skylark, a wasteland, a falling leaf, and Granny's apple pie. That was a good ending. I didn't understand completely, yet again, but it felt good.
So yeah, I would not say this is far from a bad essay. I would definitely praise her word choices, her sentences. It's very flowy, it's very easy to read.
Because honestly, it shows a lot of personality, it shows a lot of ambition, it shows that like you're actually smart. And I wouldn't have said like a lot of those things that I did if I didn't actually know the person and if that person weren't actually an all-in essay editor, right?
Yeah, I thought this is like a really strong statement overall because it included a lot of great points about building a healthy diet, like the importance of nutritional science. I thought it was really good for her to include stuff about like why she decided to pursue food technology.
I hope you learned something from it. I don't know if I learned something from it, but I hope you did. That's all for today, so bye.